Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Sky Factory. So as you can see, I have cleaned up several of the chests over here. All of the chests that involved ores and ingots has been taken down, as well as our top chest over here. And I've put all of that stuff over here in the AE network. So I went ahead and made two more of the 1K drives. And we've got 63 types used on 2 of them and 16 on the 3rd. So we're definitely going to have to be looking at getting more of those drives here soon. But a problem that I'm running into now, and it was something that I figured I was going to start running into, is a lack of power. So our first problem is we're not generating enough. If we are running the pulverizer and the sieve and the AE network, we start to run low, and then as soon as night comes we have no storage, and so we run out of power right away. So the first thing that I want to do here is I want to make more of these solar panels. So I went ahead and made a whole bunch of the mirrors, and we're going to go ahead and make as many of these solar panels as we can. Okay, well, we need to get our wood in here. So it looks like we've got a bunch more glass here. That's one of my limiting factors at the moment, but we're going to go ahead and grab all of these logs, and we're going to place those over here in the network as well and make up a bunch of planks. So let's go ahead and put all of these in there, and we'll just clear this out and we'll make a bunch of planks. So I don't really want to shift click that because it'll turn them all into planks, and I don't want to do that. We'll just make a whole bunch. Why is this going so slow? That's kind of weird. But, yeah, we need a whole bunch of planks so that we can make these solar panels. So I suppose I'll make 2 stacks. And then we'll make up these solar panels. So let's see how many of these we can make. 26. Wow. And we have 5 in the network already. So now we need to make the solar panels 2, which require these redstone reception coils. We don't have enough redstone. Oh, that's a problem. That is a big problem. So I still have not gotten that redstone issue taken care of, so we've got 7 of those reception coils. So let's see how many of these we can make. 3. Alright, well, how many of those did we have in the system? So let's look up solar. We have 4. So we have just enough to make one of these. So now what we need to do is make some of these photovoltaic cells. And once again, we're out of mirrors. So yeah, this is, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of an annoying thing to deal with right now because, well, we just don't have everything we need. So there's 2 more mirrors. Yep, I'm going to have to get some of this glass done, get that taken care of. But I suppose we can possibly look at some of the other things that I'd like to get done. So one of the first things I want to do is get some storage for our energy. So let's go ahead and look up, oh, what are those called? Well, that was in there. What is that? Energy cell. I don't know why I was drawing a blank on that. So the energy cells, we need the leadstone to make the hardened, I believe, but the redstone... Yeah, the redstone, we need a fluid transposer. So I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to make the hardened, but we're going to need more redstone for that. Yeah, so what it looks like is I'm going to have to get a whole bunch of redstone, and the only way that I can get that is by sieving up dust. So I'm going to let this dust sieve try to gather up some redstone. We're still a little bit away from being able to get redstone crops in our magical crops, so I guess I'll just have to let that do its thing, and I will be back once I get a little bit of redstone. Alright, well, we've got what we need now to make this leadstone energy cell frame, so we're going to go ahead and make that, and then we're just going to quickly make a conductance coil, and then we're going to make our leadstone energy cell. So now to turn this into a hardened energy cell, we just need to surround that with Invar. That's pretty simple. So there we go, a hardened energy cell. Now this thing has the ability to store 2 million RF, so that'll be great. So we'll have to figure out where we're going to put this, and I'm not entirely sure where we want to put it. So I suppose for now we'll just put it right here. Let's get our configuration to where we're inputting from the bottom, and there we go. We're sucking in some power now from the network, and we'll have to figure out here in a little bit how we can get that hooked up really good. And of course we're going to be moving all this stuff. As I'm cleaning up the center of the base, I want to tear out all of the original wooden planks that I put in there. I'm going to remove all the dirt, and we're going to build something nice in there that we can put our AE system in. We're going to run cables underneath out here for our ore processing stuff. You know, it's going to be pretty nice when it gets all done. So let's just see here. It looks like it's getting night, so I better sleep so I don't run out of power. Of course, that's always a problem now. So we're going to see if we can get some more of those solar panels taken care of. So I suppose the best thing to do here, let's just see here. Where was I? I was trying to get this, so we were trying to make these. So I made up some of the mirrors, but I didn't have enough. We're just going to make up, I don't know, that's probably enough. We still have 108 glass, so hopefully that'll be good. So now we need to make these, and we need, what, 3 of these? And then we can make this stuff. So we need a tin gear. We need, what else? We need, oh, no, we need a leadstone energy cell. So let's just see how much redstone do we have here? None. That's no good. So one thing that I did do to kind of help getting the redstone, I made 4 more of the fortune upgrades. Now that does consume a lot more power now, but yeah, it's hopefully going to get us some more redstone. But let's just see, we might have enough redstone to make this. We'll just give it a try. So we need this here. Okay, so we do have enough for that, but we don't have enough for the conductance coil. Well, that's no good. So yep, we definitely need some more redstone. So once again, I'm waiting for redstone, and then I'll be back. So I have come up with a very simple ghetto solution to how we can store some energy, and that is very simply by putting the solar panels in contact with the energy cell, and any excess, you know, like this one here is pumping into the network as well. But any excess that is not being used will go into the energy cell, and then the energy cell is set to output to the bottom. So right now we have no energy in here. We're getting 38 or 37 RF a tick, and it looks like it's going down because of nightfall. But yeah, I had a little bit of an idea here on what we can do to get some additional power. So in one of the chests over there, I have a whole bunch of potions that we've been getting from loot bags from our mob farm. So I want to make a potions generator. So this thing isn't too bad. It's 5 pieces of obsidian, an enchantment table, a furnace, and a couple of pieces of redstone. So we'll go ahead and make up an enchantment table, and then we will make our potions generator. So this thing here, we can just drop in potions, and I believe it has something to do with the complexity, and that wasn't the right one. It's this one, or maybe it's that one. I don't know. But it's something to do with the complexity of the potion as to how much it produces and how long it produces it. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but we're just going to grab a whole bunch of these potions, and we're going to figure out what we want to do here as far as which ones we want to use. So another thing, I got this bag here the other day. This is from Loot Bags, but it's got a hashtag on the front of it, and it's a waffle bag. And when I opened it up, it had a bale of hay, some charcoal, and some torches. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's kind of strange, but yeah, okay. I'll give that one to you. Always got to have some weird stuff. So we're going to go ahead and come over here, and I don't know which one we want to use first. Potion of Swiftness 2, that sounds good. So this one's producing 160 RF, and it did it for 30-some seconds. So that's not too bad. And that gives us a water bottle back. Interesting. So fire resistance, we'll go ahead and throw that in there. This is an 8-minute one. 80 RF a tick. Okay, so this actually tells us what they produce. So 64,000, 128,000 at 168. Ooh, that's nice. Invisibility potions. 32,000, that's not much. 128 at 160. So there's quite a bit of power here in what I'm holding. So that's good. So I suppose I'll run some of these through. I don't know. There's got to be some way to automate those going through there. But, oh, those water bottles don't stack. Well, that sucks. So we should have what we need now as far as redstone is concerned to finish out our solar panel here. So we needed to make a conductance coil, and I think that was it, wasn't it? So did we need... Okay, so there's that, and then we can make... Well, I guess we needed to still make that, and there we go. Another solar panel 3. So that's 3 of those now. That's pretty nifty. So I'm going to go sleep and find out what kind of power we're actually getting into that energy cell now during the daytime. So, yeah, we get this power situation kind of taken care of. And we'll just have to see what we can do next. So, wow, look at that energy go up. That is pretty awesome. So I would imagine we need to put another one of these in there. So this will just help us in getting that energy cell charged up. But also, we're down a few types. That's interesting. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of thinking about what else I want to do. I know I've got a little bit more clearing to do over here with the item, all of these items here. So I'm going to get some of that taken care of, and I will be back when I've got a little bit of progress. Well, I kind of got a little carried away with this without recording any of it. So I've been kind of cutting some of this stuff out of here, and I needed to make some more drives for the ME system, and I keep running out of redstone, so I want to get to the redstone crops. And for that we need the redstone seeds, and that takes the crucio essence. Well, the crucio essence is Accio with a regular infusion stone. And or we can come back on the Imperio. So, yeah, we need to get some of this stuff. Well, the regular infusion stone requires one of our level 1 essences. So I set some stuff up over here, and we now have a fully automatic farm here. So I went ahead and made some of the coal essence or coal crop, and this has been going here for a little bit. And down in the center, I put in a planter. So underneath here, I have a transfer node with a filter in it. And this is taking coal seeds, Minicio seeds, regular wheat seeds, and ender lily seeds. So we have our ender lilies over here. We have all of this other stuff, and all of it is running through this system repeatedly. So we're getting the coal essence, we're getting the Minicio essence, and we're getting some wheat. The main reason I've got the wheat going here is because we need seeds to make more of the Minicio seeds. So I figured it's as good a thing as any to farm alongside it. So we have plenty of the coal essence already, so we're going to go ahead and drop this off, and we're going to make up the stuff that we need here. So let's go to the redstone. Right here, the regular infusion stone. So we have our weak infusion stone in here, and this will make us a new infusion stone. And this one has only 69 durability left on it. So yeah, this works pretty good to be able to use one durability and then have 512 uses on that one. So that makes that. Now we need to make a little of the crucio essence. So I think we needed 4 of those to make the redstone, right? I think. So yeah, we need 4 of these crucio essence, so we'll go ahead and make 4 of those. Drop those back in there. And then we need to make our redstone seeds. Oh, we are minus our Minicio seeds. And we don't have any regular seeds. So we better run down below here and grab some seeds out of our planter. I thought I had put some in there. Goes to show that sometimes you don't know what you're actually doing. So we only have 6 available. Ooh, that's not good. Actually, when I think about it, I think we can pulverize wheat and get seeds. Let me just check that. So let's take a look at the uses on this wheat. So, sag mill will give us seeds. Yeah, it's a sag mill. Okay, so we could potentially get more seeds by running the wheat through a sag mill. Right now, I don't think that's really necessary, but we're going to make... we'll make all of these into Minicio seeds, and we'll make some redstone seeds now. So there we go. We are completely out of redstone once more. So I think what I'm going to do now, I am going to plant this here. And before I do, we're going to have to set it up in our patterns and our filters. So let's put the redstone essence in there, or seed. And then we have to come over here, unfortunately, and break this out, or we could come in from the bottom. I don't know which I prefer to do. So we're going to put the redstone here right in front of us. And by the way, if you want this filter to work, if you put, say I just put coal seeds right here, that means that this planter will only plant coal seeds here, but anything else that it gets will be planted anywhere on the grid. Now, if you fill the grid up completely like this, it will recognize that it's only to plant what is in each square in each section of the garden. So that's just a little thing, and I just ran through there, took all that damage, and forgot to put the solar panel back down. So let's go ahead and put that back down. And we're going to have to run our watering can for a little bit, which I think I dropped off in the ME system. But I'm going to water that redstone seed for a little while. And yeah, we'll just see what we end up with. And we'll go from there. Well, I am really starting to think that our redstone problems are going to be ended. So we currently have 127 of the redstone essence. Now these things we just put together in a 3x3 grid, gives 24 redstone. So let's just see how much we get here. 48, stack and a half, stack and a quarter, 3 stacks, 4 stacks and a half. Wow, 5 1/4 stacks. Now that is pretty good. So I think we've got enough redstone for a little while, 336. Now a couple other things we'll just look up here on our essence. So I went ahead and made some Certus quartz essence as well, because that seems to be another thing that we're going to be needing a lot of. So if we look at the uses on this stuff, and we'll have to come over here for that. So let's see here, where's the Certus? It looks like it's probably going to be on the next page. Looks like that. Ooh, right there. Okay. So the uses on this, we can take it in a 3x3, and that will give us 4 Certus quartz ore. And of course, we'll want to use fortune on that. So that will be pretty useful. That will also give us a chance of getting the charged Certus, I believe. So there's a couple other things that I want to be able to make here. So I was looking through the uses on this Crucio essence, and if we come back here to the back, we have the nether seeds. I would really like to get some of those going, and basically it's any nether brick, netherrack, nether bricks, soul sand, any of those. Another one that I would really like to get is this mana steel, because there's a couple of things that I'd like to be doing with Botania, and I don't feel like setting up all the mana stuff at the moment. So we'll probably be making some of those. And then also we have, well, the Certus. And what was the other one? Copper might be a good one to get. But right here, glowstone. So there's going to be a few things that we're going to want to get there. But we do have some seeds. We've got a fair amount of the Minicio essence at the moment. You know, we're pretty much out of essence right now. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Now, another thing that I'm probably going to want to do is, first off, I need to get enough seeds to plant this whole thing. And then I'm probably going to want to get another layer to this thing. Now, I've been doing some thinking about what I'm going to make the outside of this look like, and I think I've come up with an idea. But what I'm going to do right now, in order to get enough of the regular seeds from the wheat, we're going to have to make a sag mill so that we can pulverize our wheat, or, well, sag our wheat into seeds. So if we come back here, the sag mill will give us 2 seeds. So we're going to have to make that. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and see if we've got what we need to make that right away. So we come over here and we'll look up sag mill. And to make this, we need a machine chassis, basic capacitor. We should have everything for that, so let's go ahead and just make a couple of those. We're out of gold nuggets now. So if we come in here, now we need this. We don't have any iron bars. Okay, well that's pretty simple. Go ahead and make 16 of those. Boy, I love crafting in applied energistics. So there's our machine chassis. We'll make another one of those just because. And we'll probably need a piston. Oh, we don't have any cobblestone in here. Well, that just stinks. So let's come over here and grab a few stacks of cobblestone. Now I think I made up a couple of drives since the last time that I recorded, so yeah, we're getting some stuff into our applied energistic stuff, so I'll just make a few of those. And this shit, ooh, flint? We don't have flint in there? I must have that. Yeah. I've got that right here. So let's grab a few stacks of flint. We're going to have to get some buses going into some of that stuff, so we'll just go ahead and run that across there, and there we go. Sag mill. So we're just going to drop this here somewhere that we can get power to it. And I suppose this would be as good a place as any, maybe? Yeah, we're getting power. So if we check, do we have any wheat in here? No. So all of our wheat is over here. But basically, I'm going to get a whole bunch of this wheat run through for seeds. I'm going to make up enough seeds to cover that whole garden area, and then I'll work on the wall around the outside of it. So I'm going to get that stuff done, and I just dumped that wheat inside of the ME. But I'm going to get all that stuff taken care of, and I will be back once I get it all figured out. Well, I've been doing a lot of stuff with the magical crops over here, but I've been sitting there water canning a lot, and I'm getting a little tired of doing that. So there's a little something in this mod pack called a lily pad of fertility. So this thing will increase the growth tick rate of plants within a certain radius around it. I don't know what that is, but this requires lily pads, floral fertilizer, and magical fertilizer. Now the lily pads we can make with nature essence, and I went ahead and made some nature seeds, and I've got that nature essence in here. We should have enough to make 4 of these. Actually, 4 recipes. I guess you get 8 for each one. So we'll go ahead and cancel that and just make these 8. So the next thing that we need is the floral fertilizer. Now this stuff is going to take either dandelion yellow and rose red, or some type of Botania powders. Well, we don't have any of the Botania powders, so we're going to have to use the dandelion and rose red. Now I went ahead and did some bone mealing over in our grass area, and I got quite a bit of stuff here. It's some things that I didn't even know were here, like coffee beans and peanuts, rice, strawberries, tomatoes, a whole bunch of good stuff, but we did get our poppies and dandelions, which is what we need more than anything. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put these into the pulverizer. We're going to drop that gravel in there, and then we're going to put the dandelions here in the number 1 slot in the hopper so that they go in next. Now we get 4 dye from each one of these flowers, so we'll be getting quite a bit of the dye. So we need, well, let's see, we need 4 each, and we need 4 of those, so we need 16 recipes, so we need 32 of each of those. I don't have enough rose red. Ugh. Well, we'll make what we can, but so we'll drop this in here. So we need the floral fertilizer, so we'll go ahead and make what we can here. We got 14 of those. And the next thing that we need is the magical fertilizer. Now this is rather expensive stuff to make. It takes a diamond, Minicio essence, and bone meal, but we're going to go ahead and make that. So let's just see if it's actually using diamonds. I would imagine it is. So there's 66, 65, yep. So we need, based on the other one, we will need a few of these anyway. I think we're going to probably run out of Minicio essence before we run out of anything else. There we go. We'll just go ahead with that. And so now we should be ready to make our lily pads of fertility. So we're going to go ahead and make up 3 of those. We'll get the last one here in a little while. But what I'm going to do is I am going to bring these over and drop them on the water sources that I have to keep the garden watered. So I think I'm just going to break my way in here and place that here. Now you'll see the particles here that is causing everything around this lily pad to grow faster. So we'll go ahead and place one here, and we'll place one here as well. So, yep, that's going to greatly increase the speed at which this stuff grows. We should be able to get a lot more essence now. And also, I went ahead and set up a hardened energy cell here for the harvester because I was kind of running out of power at night. So we've got this now. It is fully charged. We're slowly using power out of our solar panel 2 here. And then we have this other solar panel 2 that is powering the sludge boiler right next to the harvester. So every once in a while I have to grab the blocks out of there. But yeah, it's working really good. Hopefully that will increase our growth rate enough to make it to where I don't actually have to stand over there and do that stuff. But so, yeah, we got quite a bit of the Minicio essence going on. I did not get a chance to make the last seed that I wanted to make. Let me just see here. I don't even remember what it was now. Let's see. We were looking at the Imperio essence, I believe. I don't think it was in the Crucio. So let's see. What can we make here? The Nether, Saltpeter, Mana Steel. Actually, it is. So the Mana Steel is the one that I wanted to make. I don't think that we're kind of lacking on everything there. So we do have some of this Imperio essence available. So let's just go ahead and craft a little bit of that backwards. And then we want the Mana Steel. Where did... we'll just go this way. Let's see, we need some of this Minicio seeds first. We'll make a few of those. And then Mana Steel. So let's see, how many of these can we make? 2. Okay, well, we're out of Mana Steel now. But that will definitely start us on the path to getting our Mana Steel essence. So, of course, just like with any of the other seeds that I have here, I first have to put these into the filter. And, yeah, we've got a few of them here. We've got regular quartz. This will give us the nether quartz. We have Certus quartz, redstone, the Mana Steel, the nature seeds, Minicio, and coal. Now, I'm probably going to remove the coal. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. We don't really need the coal anymore. So we'll go ahead and drop our filter back in. I have to take the wheat out. And if we drop in the Mana Steel seeds, now they should go out. Yep. So that's all working good. I kind of want to see how fast this is growing. But that's going to take a little bit of work to make happen. But I do think I am going to say thanks for watching. Whoops. No, I don't want to start broadcasting. But I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any thoughts or tips or anything like that, be sure to leave them down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!